Welcome to this live stream of rugby from Hobart, Tasmania. You can see the boys from the Country Victoria team representing a number of different clubs around the state coming out for this first round of clashes versus a Tasmanian representative team. We're going to be playing in a game of thirds today, just to get maximum representation and opportunity for players down here in Tasmania to get some game time. There'll be a fair bit of splitting, so that's a bit of a squad list there, but there's plenty of players not listed as well. There's been some changes, some ins, some outs, and we'll try and keep that accurate today, just to make sure that yeah, we know what's going on. If you're viewing from Victoria, welcome. My name's Deon. Do a bit of the commentary around here when it happens. And these guys, just a bit of a fill-in. The season here only finished last week with a close grand final between one club from the north, the Launceston Tigers, and one of the southern clubs, the TRU Penguins. The Launceston Tigers ended up winning our season in our men's Division 1, and the Division 2 Championship Cup was won by the Harlequins club, defeating a Hobart Lions team. We've got representation of almost all of our Tasmanian clubs out here today, and great to see. We're going to start off the boot of Jim Narco from the Harlequins club, and the kick's not great. Wind takes it back. Check that out there too. Nice view. You can see that ball's only barely crossed over the halfway mark, but blows back. So a bit of a breeze blowing from right to left. Gets pretty blustery down here. So can be, you know, gusts can be pretty strong, and usually that's where we see them on this field, blowing sort of right to left, and that's what we're going to have today. First scrum will set here. We put in Samuela Wakareravaki there in the number 9 for Victoria. Good to see the club shorts out in force. Sure someone out there in YouTube land will know what club the green shorts are from. Ball goes in and coming out, going to the right. Looks for the offload in the tackle out there, and it's been knocked on, and Tassie will take that ball back into Victoria's half, and a long pass comes out into the hands of CO. Again, Jeffrey with the pass from halfback. Ball hits the deck, easy tackle, no competition there at the breakdown. Nice flat ball for Ladlow, taken around the ankles by Ward. Narco with the grubber through. Hamish Grant gets onto it quickly but misses it. And we're going to come back. Victoria offside. And the penalty to the Tassie Jack Jumpers. We'll see who's got the kicking duties here. It's a great little kick through there from Narco. Taka there for Victoria just wasn't quite urgent enough to get onto that ball, and bounced off him. Rotten bounce, as we see with this stupid oval ball that we played this game with. And Narco kicks long and doesn't find touch, and it's tapped back in. So Victoria, they're going to look to run it here. No, and the kick comes. It's a nice long one, and there's no one back. Latimer gets back though and finds the ball. No, he misses it as well. Decides to have a bit of a run. Narco's got back to help him, and he roosts it down, doesn't make the halfway. Tasmanian player still offside, and a solid run in there from Mauava. And Victoria now have the ball in an attacking position, midfield. Kim there with a few legs. Held up here though, he's not going to get to ground. No, the ball's available though. And hands it off, finds Politele. Diving pass going out to the right. And Victoria go to the ruck. Comes out. Tika Dua with that ball, taking it up. They got some numbers out wide, but the pass goes with the wind straight into the hands of Grant. Looking for a flat pass there. Now Nundalavu takes it forward, spins out of the first tackle, and we're coming back for a high shot. Matthew Boyle for Victoria there, just carrying that ball back. Got some questions. Narco with the kick. He'll want to make sure of it this time. Oh, it's a shocker. It goes straight into the hands of Boyle. And he tries to run over the top of Grant. Nearly does so. Aaron Ladlow helping make that tackle. Wilson comes in here. And we're going to see card there. So Marika Nundalavu sent to the bin. No questions asked. Just the card, the tip there in that tackle. And a penalty to the boys in blue. And they shoot that into touch down inside the Tassie 22. So a prime attacking opportunity here for Victoria. Tasmania now one man down, play for the next 10 minutes with only 14. And line out throw, juggled and dropped, but it's gone backwards. A bit of an ankle injury there to Victoria. Ball bounces out as well. So, as you probably expect in these rep games, just a little bit of rustiness if the boys haven't been playing for a while. Now they look wide. Pass goes along the ground. Bit of space out here. And interception. Latimer can't quite get away and then loses it in the tackle and the ball goes into touch. So a few intercepts there from Tasmania. See Zenon Latimer there giving his opposition number 9, I think, a bit of a hand up after the tackle. And the option will be given to Victoria out there for the knock-on, or they'll be looking for the line-out. And can't quite see. Looks like we're going to have a scrum. Haven't got an injury, yeah, so can't quite see who the injured player was, but that was that ankle from the line out earlier, right on the other side of the field. There it is, just having that strapped up. You can see he hit the ground. I think there's jumping in the line out there. I'm not sure who that is. Just checking that ankle, giving it a bit of extra strapping, and hopefully that player there will be fine to continue. Having a look, you can see those trees in the background. The wind, it's quite strong at the moment. Again, going to advantage Victoria. We've seen a couple of poor kicks from Tasmania going for touch. One, well, the first kick was all right, but just not far enough into touch and really well played by Victoria. That second kick was just very miskicked off the side of the boot from Narco and ended up straight in the hands of Matthew Boyle. He couldn't believe it, standing back 10 metres, and the kick's gone straight to him. So number 4 there, Politele, he's back up, not looking too bad, makes his way over. There it is, just hit the ground, rolled over on that right ankle, and going to have the scrum over here. So all the way back to that knock-on from Zenon Latimer, who's playing out at fullback for Tasmania. One of a handful of juniors. So there's a few under-18 rep players out here today. Hamish Grant on this wing, halfback Josiah Jeffrey. So we've got a few out there who are relative newcomers to the game and doing a great job representing their state. Ball comes wide. Ratawa dishes it off. Another drop ball. Mai. Latimer looking for somebody. No, it was Ladlow. And a bit of an aimless kick there. Good attempt from Cullen to make that tackle. Let's see how this ball bounces on. May go dead, and it does. And we'll come back for the scrum. Way back at the halfway mark. I think it even came from inside Victoria's half, that kick. So scrum to Tassie. Again, you can see the wind with the advantage there to Victoria. That ball was roosted down. Just a bit aimless kick there from Tasmania. And an under pressure kick there, but the ball, as often happens there, bounces on its end and rolls on and through over the in goal and out. So Jeffrey with the put in for Tasmania. Resetting that scrum. Referee for this part of our game today, Georgia Stewart. Ball goes in and comes to the back. Now Narco looks to kick, shapes to kick. Double switch there, and Cullen gets through. Great run there, Mackay Cullen. Coming on that inside ball after the first dummy. Now Carter hits it up, just makes the gain line. And out it comes Ladlow's a hard worker. Defence gets up super quick on him. And tackle out there on the Tassie player. They go blind, CL. On top of that, we're going to come back. Could have been a high tackle. Latimer, I think, copped that one in the light blue headgear. And Tassie will look to kick to touch. Narco makes sure of it this time. So third time, we won't call it lucky, third time gets him into touch and gives his team a great attacking chance here with the set piece line out on the 22 metre. Victoria defending. Afeaki with the throw. Misses his target though, ends up over the back. And Victoria throw the ball around. And a nice little run there. Nearly slips out of the tackle. Well taken by Jones in the 20 from Tasmania. Now they come wide. They've got some numbers out here. Didn't use them though. Now they've got more. There's extras outside, out wide. A nice pass through the legs. Looking flashy, but knocked on eventually and picked up by Grant for Tasmania. Slow ball, doesn't carry on the full. Bounces off Jones, knocked on. And we're going to come back for the earlier knock on here from Victoria. So the early game yips here from Victoria. Just taking the ball into contact and plenty of overlap, but just juggling that ball. Not quite finding their targets.
Hold strong, here we go again. Hold strong, Jackie. Hold strong. Let's go.
Oh, just slowly making it work. Oh, we got a sub, right. So, Viliami, no, maybe it's blood actually. Viliami CL going over there and having a bit of water. See on his chest there, bit of blood, and just have a little break. Now we're interesting discussions there. We've got a front row question for the referee. We can't see that, but Corey Ward and Matthew Boyle having discussions relating to those scrummaging dark arts. See Ward there in the number 1 on this side, checking out the front row. Kim and Leighton are there for Victoria. Politelli and Wilson in the second row. And the back row finishing out there with Kennedy, Boyle and Tico Dwadwa. Scrum goes down. And you can see Afeaki there in the red and white headgear, just face plants. It's interesting watching here. Ward on this side is really stepping forward, just taking that angle, just really reaching out. Going to cause, just causing some issues with Ian Carter there, although the collapse was on the other side. These two looked pretty good. Okay, good contest. Ball's in, good drive from Victoria, but the ball's out and good. Narco goes wide to Via and manages to get the ball away. Latimer with a forward pass, I think. So good ball movement out there from Tasmania. Actually, not Penny Vera. I think that's Joe Ragu there in 28. And you can just see on the replay there, Latimer coming into that line. Not quite enough depth on that pass. And the scrum to Victoria. "15 minutes down, 0-0. We'll probably see Marika Nundavalu come back on in the next couple of minutes from that yellow card. See him in the background there doing some squats, getting warmed up. And good scrum there from Tassie. No, we've got a penalty advantage, I think, to Victoria. That ball's knocked on. No, deemed to go backwards. Looked like a knock on, I think. Yeah, we're going to go back. So Tassie being penalised there on that far side in the scrum. I think it's Rosowski standing up. Having some trouble on that side. Collapsed previously and now standing up against Leighton. So Leighton getting the better of that duel. And Ratawa kicks, flat ball, finds touch. 25 metres out from Tassie's line. And our yellow card player is now back on the field. And the inside switch finds Mai. And he takes the ball into the 22. Now Kim, stopped nicely by Ed Jones. And penalty to Tasmania. No, yes, Tassie. Victoria going off their feet. It'll give Narco another opportunity. You can just see there the Victorian player just went down, diving off his feet there to secure that ball. It wasn't intentional, and he's missed touch again. Nice chase on the tackle there from Brian. Plays for the Eastern Suburbs Roosters down here in Tassie. He's their only representative player today. Dummy goes. And we're going to come back. Another penalty. So the score's at 0-0. Everyone wants to get some points and getting a little bit anxious. And players now just at the breakdown, forgetting their discipline. And a great touch finder there from Ratawa. Gives his team a good opportunity between 10 and 15 metres out. Those wind gusts are pretty strong. I can feel our van wobbling. I hope Martin, our cameraman up the top there, is doing all right. Over the back, doesn't find the target. Collected by Zaleb Smith for Tassie, and now Ian Carter has a run into some traffic, taken down, and Jeffrey will look to find Narco. Needs to make touch, and he does with that one. Hard kicking into that gusty wind. Goes the torpedo style and hooks it a bit, but in the end that probably worked in their favour because the ball fell a bit short and there was no one there to stop it on the bounce. Line out throw. Again misses, knocked on by Smith this time at the back. And we'll go to another scrum. See, it's good, not a bad throw to keep that straight, just a little bit too high at the back for Boyle, sorry. And Smith for Tassie could not get both hands onto it, knocks it on. Gives Waka Raravaki another put in. Okay, scrum sets. Steady and going to go blind. Tikadua looked like he dropped that and he's knocked that on as well. Thought when he tried to fish that out of the scrum, he might have knocked it on, but the pressure from Tasmania, he did too. Got away with it, and then he gives the pass off. And it's dropped, so the more yips from Victoria. Lots of opportunities, lots of possession, but they just can't keep that ball in the hands. Maybe this wind is playing a little part in making it difficult. I mean, that was a very, very short pass. Should have been taken, that one, by the winger out on that side, Sarusaval. And that scrum goes down again on that other side. So Rosowski versus Leighton. Making it hard for those hookers, burying their faces in the dirt. Fortunately, we've not had a lot of rain down here. The ground shouldn't be in too bad nick, but it's been consistently used up until now. It hasn't really had much of a chance to rest, given that the season only finished last week. All right, Tasmania with the scrum, and not happy again. We'll look for another reset. All ready to come in. Just a bit too far. Need a slightly closer gap. You can see Corey Ward there saying, how far away are they? And scrum engages. Jeffrey puts it in and comes straight to the back. Pass comes out and the dummy switch. He knocked on the bottom there, maybe by Narco. No. Thought as he put that to ground, might have spilled it. Now Smith. Clean out is good. And Jones will have a run up. Jeffrey again looking for a quick ball. Not quite quick enough. And now out we come wide to Grant. And we're going high here. It's not too not too much in that, but standing up straight. Grant just came in and weight dropped a little bit and tackles around the shoulders. Referee's going to have a chat with the captain here. I think we've had probably three high tackles now. And we do play community rules down here. I think it's Australia-wide that tackle height is bottom of the sternum. So anything around the shoulders is high. And Viliami Siao is coming off. And he is being replaced by a handy replacement in the bright green jersey out there, Michael Lovell from the Glenorchy Club. Just see him on the left of screen. And you also see Kahu Hafeaki Wardrop coming off the field, being replaced by Nathan Few. Lovell is coming straight in and will be moving into that front row, I suspect. And Few will come into the number 8. Lovell is going to do the line-out duties. And ball coming out there. Ladlow nearly taken into touch, and Lovell straight into it. Loves to get his hands on the ball. Over the top there. Lucky to get away without a penalty. Now Nandalavu goes through. And we're going to be penalised here. It was a good effort in the counter ruck there by Taka, but he's ended up taking out the halfback, preventing him from getting access to the ball. Now Nandalavu goes through. Just runs away from his support, but they get there. Now the ball comes out to Lovell. Bounces off the first tackle, but he does manage to hold on, Ratawa. And now we look wide. Rosowski doesn't really quite get to the gain line, just moving a little sideways with that ball. Tasmania will come back to the middle of the field and give that ball to Carter. Great hit there. Great defence. Now the ball comes down the short side. Narco looking to try to snipe a way through. Unsuccessful. Jeffrey, good awareness there. That counter ruck pressure. Now the ball comes wide. Good step inside there. So Marika Nandalavu, after coming back on from that yellow card absence, getting his hands on the ball and creating some pressure for the Victorians. Now Narco looks inside. Tasmania making good meters. Ball in hand, ball in two hands, looking out wide. Latimer going to be held up. They need to drive on him. They're not going to do it. Stolen. And so we're going to come back. We got penalty midfield for Tassie. I might settle here and look for 3 points. Right in the middle of the field, right in front. Wind makes it a bit tricky still, even from only about 25, maybe 30 metres, less than 30 metres out. And Tassie opt for a scrum. Nice opportunity here, set piece, some subs happening for Tasmania. Michael Vuchakau coming on. Tasmania send the majority of their back line to the left. 2 players on this side of the field, and then you've got Narco, Joe Ragu, Mackay Cullen, and Caden Bryan out to the left, and they go that way. And it's knocked on though. No, deemed backwards. So Ragu couldn't take that one. And Tasmania managed to get that back. So lucky there. Rosowski takes that in and holding his head. Michael Lovell bounces off a couple. Always creating headaches for opposition tacklers. Boyle there, lucky to not be penalised. He went down onto his hands and then continued his counter ruck from there. Just got in the way, but it's adjudicated and he managed to get himself clear. Luke Charkow there loses his footing, and we're going to come back. And referee Stewart wants to have a chat. Someone in a very loud motorbike driving past. It's Politella there receiving a lecture. And Tassie opt for another scrum. Lineouts in this wind are tricky, and so more confidence in the scrum midfield here. They need to keep the ball in hand. There's been a lot of spillages with both back lines. Not really through taking a lot of risk, just these blustery conditions making headaches for catching, but unfamiliar player combinations, all of those things add up. Now we'll get a penalty here. This side, Corey Ward just went straight down onto his knee, and Nundelavu gives a wonky pass out wide, finds Ragu, finds Cullen. Good defence coming in there. He nearly gets past, hands on that knee to leave it. Boyle complaining, he thought he had a right to it, but he certainly had multiple attempts to grab it and couldn't get it. Now Lovell, he's got Jones outside him, takes one over the back of the head. We'll probably see a yellow card here, not overly dangerous, but I think we've had a warning possibly already. Certainly there was a discussion earlier about high tackles. No, the warning comes this time. Yeah, not overly dangerous, but high over the back of the neck there on Lovell. So discipline, just giving poor discipline from the Victoria team so far, giving Tasmania opportunities with penalties in attacking positions. They've not looked very threatening, and they go for another scrum. See here, Lovell getting around the outside and the hand over the neck there. Player going off his feet there. Interesting that there was no advantage let to play at that breakdown. Possibly also a penalty for the player going off his feet on that ball, but another scrum, and hopefully the front rows can make this one work. Ball comes in, and struggling to get it out though. Here it comes. Ball comes out, Narco to Ragu, goes around the back, little chip through, Grant, is it going to sit for him? Not quite, and in the end, sock it out. And Tassie want Hamish Grant to throw a quick line out, but doesn't. Just needed that ball to sit differently. Grant, it just ended up staying a bit low and was taken out by Victoria. Might have been called a knock-on even here. Yeah, so we're going to have a scrum here. So must have been deemed up. I thought it only came off the player's leg as he came across. I'm looking at that on the replay, but assistant referee was right on the spot. Just chip through, found space. If that sit up right in front of Grant, yeah, not sure how that was. How that was ending in a scrum. And they're going to have another reset. So scrum shenanigans. Psychological game there from front rowers. Just trying to get some ascendancy. They've been pretty even. Victoria have looked threatening a few times, but Tassie have managed to dig in and get that ball out. That last scrum certainly looked potentially like Victoria were going to push over. Comes in and straight to the back. This time Narco looks for Ragu, gives it instead to Cullen, coming back on an inside line. Boyle comes over and steals, I think. And yeah, great work there by Boyle getting over the top of that. So Cullen, just not enough support with him. And now Leighton runs it out of that defensive 22. And the ball's kicked deep. And it's going to bounce on. It might even go out. No, it's going to stay. And put down there by Vichakal. And we'll have a line dropout. So that's the advantage of that wind there. Ball just taken outside the 22, about 25, 30 metres out, and now the game is played at the other end of the field. Nice bustling run there from the big fella from the front row, and also a great kick there from Ratawa, and the line dropout is put straight into touch. So there'll be some options here for Victoria. They'll most likely request a scrum, which will be 5 metres out, right in front of where the kick was attempted under the posts. So just another kicking error there from Tassie. Again, wind puts a lot of pressure on the kickers down here. So many options, I think, in those situations. Boyle would have had the choice of a line out, a scrum, or a re-kick. And cracking opportunity here with, our clock says 35. We did have a couple of stoppages, so there may be a little bit more than that left, but great opportunity for the first points to be scored. Looking for the drive on. Put the second push, but get told to use it. And the defence gets up quickly. Ball goes wide. They've got some numbers out there. The defence holds up. Tackle on the 5 metre. Victoria go blind, and the flag is up. So looking good, but player taken into touch, and there's a penalty further in. They look for a quick tap. Tassie might have been back 10, must have been. Just. Now they look to go wide. Big cutout pass. Grant gets stepped, looks to get under, and at last, a great try there to Victoria. Nico Tucker goes over, and the advantage of that wind getting Victoria out of their deep defensive end, where Tasmania insisted on multiple scrums instead of looking for line-outs to put pressure on, has turned into a 5-pointer. Great work to get the ball out wide. There was space. Just see the first one here. That was the earlier attempt at a try, taken into touch. And then they came back for the quick tap. Tackle taken right short of the line, and the right option here to go wide. Found Taka out there, and his step to get inside Grant meant that Mackay Cullen in the 15 for Tassie was left with a difficult tackle to make, and the points scored. Conversion missed though, so we'll sit at 5 apiece, and that will be the end of our first session of play. So game 1, we're going to call that one. Victoria Country in the last moments come out on top with a 5-0 score. We'll take a bit of a break while the players do, and we will come back with our second of 3 sessions very shortly. See you soon. contest. Ball's in, good drive from Victoria, but the ball's out and good. Narco goes wide to Via. And manages to get the ball away. Latimer with a forward pass, I think. So good ball movement out there from Tasmania. Line out throw. Again misses, knocked on by Smith this time at the back. And we'll go to another scrum. See, it's good, not a bad throw to keep that straight, just a little bit too high at the back for Boyle, sorry. And Smith for Tassie could not get both hands onto it, knocks it on, comes in and struggling to get it out though. Here it comes. Ball comes out, Narco to Ragu, goes around the back, little chip through, Grant. Is it going to sit for him? Not quite. And in the end, sock it out. And Tassie want Hamish Grant to throw a quick line out, but doesn't, just needed that ball. So Cullen, just not enough support with him. And now Leighton runs it out of that defensive 22. And the ball's kicked deep. And it's going to bounce on. It might even go out. No, it's going to stay. And put down there by Vichakal. And we'll have a line dropout. So that's the advantage of that wind there. Tackle on the 5 metre. Victoria go blind and the flag is up. So looking good, but player taken into touch and there's a penalty further in. They look for a quick tap. Tassie might have been back 10, must have been. Just. Now they look to go wide. Big cutout pass. Grant gets stepped, looks to get under, and at last a great try there to Victoria. Nico. All right, here we are back for, it's not the second half because there's going to be 3 of these, but the second period. Victoria with a try in the depths of that last period, and the kickoff now comes down and taken by Boyle, who's had a great start to the match. It's gone backwards. We're going to see a lot of different faces out here for Tasmania now. They've had a big change. Be interesting to see how they go with some fresh legs, a few fresh players, not too many actually. And fresh player on there for Victoria, Paddy Watson in the number 19. Penny Via looks to dive and ends up taking out his teammate. Via there in 24 for Tasmania. And Vic Country looking to start here with a little bit of pace around the ball. Big gap taken there by, might have been Kennedy for Victoria. And now they go, well, no, that's Kennedy for Victoria. Wilson, and I think we might have copped one across the face there, Kennedy. Nearly scored a try in that first half, Kennedy, but was just put his foot in touch. But there was a penalty prior to that his team took quickly, and that led to the try being scored out wide by Taka. Now Victoria starting to put some pressure on. Ball coming wide. Boyle again. Good hit up. Can't be stolen from him, and he makes another 5 metres after the contact. Ball knocked out. Here comes Ward. Looks inside him. Finds Moava. 5 metres out. Victoria looking really threatening early here. Kim can't quite get past. Taken by Via. Now they look to go wide. Back inside. Leighton with another run. He made a few good runs in that first half. Ratawa takes the ball to the line in 2 hands, but the defence holds solid. And Moava will come in to the halfback. nearly gets that ball there, Raghu. And pass comes out. Has it been turned over? No. Smith's got to get out of there. He's not doing a good enough job. And they take the ball over the 5 metre line. Victoria now driving close. Kim this time. Can't quite get there. Who's going to take it now? Ward at the back? No. We go to the left. Looks like being held up. Can he get to ground? Just short of the line. Look to drive over. Again repelled. So good defence from Tassie. But this looks close. No, still a metre out. Kim this time. Driven back. Oh, not held though, and he tries to come around the other side. Might have had it stolen too. Just going to have a discussion. I think maybe go and check with the assistant on that one. I think the ball's hit the deck and maybe Kim's put it down. It might have been stolen from him and not actually knocked on. It's probably the discussion here. And we're awarding the try. No, I'm not sure. Is that a try or is that a penalty? No, it's been awarded. I think that's... We'll check on the replay. I think what happened there, look, he lost control of the ball, but it was actually ripped out, and so it was not a knock-on. Ripped backwards by Tasmania, and then Kim was able to get that ball and get it down. So great start to the Vic team there. Just really piled the pressure on from the word go. Looks like Peter Leighton getting some assistance or from attention from the physio as well. Maybe a shoulder. He's been busy early. A few pick and drives, a couple of good runs. He basically got his team out of the 22 in that first period that led to them getting all the way downfield and scoring that try. And now they've come on, got one in the last couple of minutes of the first period and extra 2 there. So we'll go up to 12-0. Kick coming off the boot of Faitasi for Vic Country and just managed to put that over against the wind. Okay, Kazarine with the left foot kick. The wind will take that over the line. And great big jump there from Ladlow. Unable to collect that ball though and taken by Vic Country. And that's gone backwards and scrappy play. But a great run out of there, knocking over for you from, I think, Ravuna Lele. And that ball comes wide. Boyle finds his winger. Plenty of defence out there, though, and they drive him back. Now looking to bring that ball in. The pick and drive. Probably copped a high one, I think. And we'll come back. And penalty to Vic Country boys. 5 metres from touch. Yep, high contact in that last tackle. And the ball will be kicked by Ratawa. Just only a light breeze for him at the moment, so wind just in one of its less intense moments makes that kick easy for him, and it's a nice one, and he puts his team further into an attacking position. Throw in from Ward. So see Tala Tafuga in the back there for Victoria in the number 30, back of the line out. Penny Villa there with the second tackle. Solid hit. Ratawa chips it in. And, well, great work there by Sanjay and Anandaraja. All knocked on by Vic Country and straight into his hands. Still got an advantage as the ball's going backwards. I want to get this out of here, Tassie. Kazarine goes into halfback. Throws a wonky pass, taken well by Ladlow. And we're going to come back for the first knock on. No, there's a penalty after that. And Kazarine goes quickly with the kick, finds touch, and Tassie now into Vic Country's half. Just hold up there while there were two balls. And Thomas with the throw. Wilson into the half-back position now. And a nice run through there by Ragu, I think, still on. And ball available. Wilson needs to get that out quickly. Slow ball. Ladlow doesn't manage to make any metres, just lose a couple. This time, Smith. And Tasmania will come left. Kazarine kicks, and that's going to go dead. So we'll come back for a scrum. Good option to try and play that field position, but the kick just left a little bit wanting. Didn't find touch in the corner as Kazarine would have liked. And we will come back for a scrum. So a few new players for both teams. They'll be looking to sub. I think Tasmania have a much larger squad here with numbers to play. They'll be looking to some fresh legs here to help, but Victoria have done well so far. Interesting tap there from 22 for Vic Country, and it's looked damaging so far, has my eye, for Victoria. Nearly slipping through there, just taken around the bootlaces. Kim getting involved, and ball comes back. They go to the blind, and good pressure from halfback Wilson. Gets a pat from Tarka from Vic Country. Just managed to take him into touch. And Harry Thomas with the throw in. Just a little bit slow there. Nice pass out there from Wilson in the end. Just needed to get that away a little bit quicker. Ragu with the ball. Finds an Andaraja. Horrid forward pass there. Cullen with the big dive trying to get it. But we're going to come back for offside, I would say. Call from the assistant. Big dive. Had a little bit of space. There was plenty of cover defence coming across there, but Ananda Raja, fresh on, looking damaging. He loves a bit of space out there, and plays for the Hobart Harlequins team, as does Mackay Cullen, who he threw into the dirt with that forward pass. And Kazarine puts the ball into touch. And there'll be some subs. So Tarka comes off, I think, on that far side. And replaced on the wing. And the line-out throw will come. Big miasma of players in the midfield for Tassie. And this one comes down through the hands of Lane, I think. And now out the back. Nice wide ball, and Andaraja's got space. He's got Cullen outside him. Hangs on with the ball in two hands. And Sanjay Andaraja puts the first points on the board for the Jack Jumpers. And Tassie are back in it. It's a great ball from Penny Villa, I think, who just put that cut pass outside there. Vic Country get up early in the line out. Ball comes down. And here it is, the ball out the back to Villa. He puts a wide one out. There's a lot of space. The defence was up. Gets back really, really quickly there, Sarah Saval. But great work with the ball in two hands from Ananda Raja. And his first points representing his state. Congratulations to Sanjay. Kazarine with the kick. Puts the extra 2 up and 12-7. Come back. Wind's just sort of picked up again a little bit at the moment. Ratawa in that in the white headgear. Oh, there's our Kunani, Mount Wellington, for those abroad watching. Big sentinel that looks over Tasmania, keeps a watch on us all. And yep, wind, as well as that the hook on the kick there from Ratawa. You can see it was sort of naturally curving, but the wind didn't help him, and we'll come back for a scrum to Tassie. And more subs happening. Plenty of cavalry coming on here for Tasmania. Aaron Ladlow earning himself a well-deserved break coming off. You can see Seau coming on, Aaron Lovell there, Ed Jones coming back on. And Marika Nandalevu, who was playing, I think, in the second row. Oh, maybe no, it's not. It's Nisa Ratabua, I think. Salesio on this wing here. It's just come out. Okay. Just setting the scrum. Big bit of a hit there. We're going to be penalised, I think. I've called number 30 there. Tell left of Fugua. Aaron Lovell loves to have a run and loves to take 5 blokes with him. And he's run through half the Vic Country team with that. And then I'm not sure what's happened. We've got a yellow card for a tip tackle. So Lovell, just that leg lift, I think. Yep, that's the yellow card. Thanks, Jerry. And they go the tap. Lovell, he'll want to have another go. This time he dishes out the back. Thomas has it stripped from him and regathered by Vic Country. So wasted opportunity there by Tasmania. Good defence by Victoria. He's the man responsible for that penalty at the last breakdown at the scrum. Oh no, that's 16 there. Fa'aso has come on as well for Victoria with a good hit up. Half back with the chip. This is going to hold up in the wind. Great work out there by Tassie. Wilson now, ball in 2 hands, looking for some help. There's no one with him. He cops one, and we're going to see another card here. Certainly Wilson's height going down, but 2 yellow cards now. You can see just there, Wilson's height definitely dropped, but the initial contact, it's a swinging arm over his shoulder. He certainly was down low, but the contact, there was no need for that contact to be high. He had every chance to make that a legal tackle. So 2 in the bin now for Vic Country, down to 13. Tassie with their tails up. And the line out, no good. Good little dish off there, finds Kennedy, and the hands are good. Fa'aso. Pele with the hit up, takes the ball down, and they look to go wide. Oh, look at the footwork out there. Great footwork from Faaso with the run. And a knock on at the bottom, though. Penny Vega, can I take a quick tap? No, it's a scrum. Watch the footwork here from the big fella. Slips through. And we'll have a sub. So with the scrum here, who do the country are going to have to find 8 men to go in that scrum? Going to need another front rower with one in the bin. So Kim gets to come back on after not having a lot of rest for him. Got to go back into that scrum. And they opt for only 7 in the scrum there, Victoria. So Tassie an opportunity here to see if they can assert a bit of dominance with 1 man up. No, great drive there from Victoria, but Tassie get it out. Kazarine, the wraparound, just running a bit backwards, and Sanjay again. Well done by Wilson to pick that ball up. He goes an extra roll. He gets away with it. I thought he was probably just did an extra roll there. Need to release now, and Kazarine coming into half. Finds Afeaki. Wilson needs to get this one quickly. Got some numbers out to the left. Seo doesn't pass. Draws a few more tacklers though. And Wilson comes in. Kazarine. Lovell steps inside, but the defence is good. And they've got their hands on it there too. There he is, the big guy, Faaso. Jeffrey Faaso making a menace of himself on the field here. Great work coming out, and since coming on only 10 minutes ago has really started to assert some dominance on the pitch. And the ball put into touch, relieving a little pressure. But Victoria still with only 13 on the field with 2 yellow cards. One for a tipping tackle and the other for a high shot. Bit of a knock on there, and gathered by Smith for Tasmania. Players falling over. Kazarine finds Siao. And he holds on. But strength over that with Kim. Lovell there not driving through, and Kim strong over that ball. So great work in defence from Victoria. Tassie with a few fresh players on though, just losing a little bit of structure. And kick finds touch. Nice work by Ratawa into that wind. Tassie bench down there. Plenty of serious faces. We're going to come back. We'll have a sub. So Ian Carter is going to come back on. Certainly rolling the subs around. Afeaki hadn't been on for long. Certainly front rowers coming on and off for Tassie. And a nice win by Lane, taken by Carter, and he gives it off to Wilson, who pushes it wide. Jones manages to get it out in front of Villa. He's a hard man to tackle, and they get it. Oh, he's lost it. Crowd not happy. Villa comes through, tries to intercept. And 22 out there, Kai Tonkin gets his hands on the ball. And box kick. Beautifully gathered out there by Gudge in the number 21. No, that's 27, Dylan Vard. And a nice run. So Vic Country getting out of their defensive end all too easily. Tassie just holding off that kick, not attacked nearly hard enough. And they look wide. Ball goes backwards on the bounce. No. Ooh. Unlucky, I would say, on that one. Yeah. Yes. I agree. Looked all right to me. Have a look. Oh, yeah, I don't know. 50-50, fair call. And another ball goes to ground, and we'll have another scrum. There have been plenty. So Tassie with the scrum. Mark Gudge there in the number 21 is on the field. And we'll look to this scrum for Tasmania. And they go blind. Lovell. He's got someone outside him. Nice Aradabua, but nah, two ball in two hands. Steps one way, steps the other. Signals to the bench. And he'll have a bit of a word with Gudge, who jumps on him after he scored it. But Aaron Lovell, all too easy. We see this from him week in, week out. And he can step. He's got the dummy, carries that ball in two hands, and goes over relatively untouched to draw Tassie equal with the kick from in front. Here is ball in two hands, steps off his right, little shimmy one way, steps the other. Here comes the victory signal, and bit of a cheap shot there, nothing really in it from Gudge, but Lovell has a bit of a laugh. Got to make him earn it, and score goes. Now Tassie in the lead, 14-12. Tough going out there for Victoria. They've done all right to get out of there. But Lovell taking the ball off that scrum, and he's run 50 metres to score that one. So Lovell sometimes plays in the centres, prefers to play on the side of the scrum usually. He's playing at number 8 at the moment. Just took it off the back, had some support around him. And there he goes. Right, kick-off. It's a nice bit of depth on that one. Jones takes it well. The defence is solid and stop him in his tracks, and it's been lost. Not sure how Jones lost that in that ruck, and well picked up by Victoria captain out the back there in Matthew Boyle, and now they're going to drive that forward. Pele with the ball this time, and comes out, finds my eye, tackled by Thomas. Slowing it up, finds Tonkin and makes a couple of metres over the line, over the gain line, and Gudge now pushes it out, finds Ratawa, step back inside from Navue, and Victoria look to make some metres in the middle of the field. Still got 13 on there. Jones just getting in the way of the halfback. Tassie looking to steal that one, to no avail, and Ratawa gets through. Got someone out on the outside, but hand in the way, knocked backwards, and the ball's gone into touch. We should see, I think, a line out to Victoria. Line out throw, won by Boyle. And they come out the back. Mai dishes it out wide, finds Sarisaval, and he slips through, and he's in. Just got to put it down, and he does. And Vic Country hit back quickly. They'll be happy with that while they're short. Maybe they're back to 15. Maybe they've got 14 out there. Can't see anybody on the naughty chair. So great try. Just great hands that time. Just spread the ball wide. Didn't look very straight there with the Boyle complaining about hand on his arm, so fair call. Ball comes out really wide. Ananda Raja can't make the tackle, cops the fend in the face. Lovell gets across, but not able to get there. And a great try, Kitione Sarusavau. And big hook on that kick, goes straight across the front. So we will stay 17-14. Vic back in front. Can you see the wind push that? Fairly straight kick and very hard going kicking into that wind. I guess the advantage here with Vic Country is we're only playing 3 periods here. They'll get to run with this wind 2 out of those 3. They might need to do a re-toss for the third go. Just doing a player count. Back to a full contingency by the look of it on the Vic side. And ball taken back there by Tonkin. Boyle has been very busy, captain leading by example. Now Mai getting busy this period as well, getting his hands on the ball, making life difficult for defenders. Certainly causing the defence to be in 2 minds by running at it with that ball in 2 hands. Now we come out with the slow pass, but nobody takes Pele around the legs early and allows him to get some speed up. Now Lovell slips the first tackle, cops a high one around the shoulder, but he was really dropping down there as he fell in the tackle. Kazarine, kick no good. Regathered by Tassie though. And a wobbly pass thrown out wide. Penny Villa can't take it and knocks it on 3 or 4 times before it hits Ranavalele for Victoria, and messy play by Tassie will give Vic Country a scrum. Right on the halfway. Plenty of scrums for the front rowers to relish. And a nice drive there by Victoria. Gives a nice ball off the back. Fullback comes in. Faitasi looks for the kick. Nobody out there though. Bit confusing out there, Tasmania, with many different colours, all kinds of different versions of the state jersey. Bit of organisational nightmare with so many players, I think. So what we saw probably the first game the Tassie team started in matching. Now we've got all kinds of different versions out there. So penalty kick goes into touch for Victoria. And the line out will be thrown in by Fa'aso. Go to the back to Boyle. Not very straight, but didn't have to be. There was no one competing. Oh, well taken there. Pele, I think, in the 18. And nice work over the top by Tassie. Siao, and they go for a quick tap. Solid hit on Lovell, but the tackler has been smashed. Just manages to get back to his feet. Didn't see who that was. Hopefully he's all right. Funny little kick there, not going to hand. but gathered by Victoria. And a nice tackle by Wilson in the end. Just a flat pass there. Ratawa gets it off, but knocked on. And that is 2/3 time. So our 30 minutes for that session is also up. It's a close one. Vic Country, after spending 10 minutes with only 13 on the field, managed to keep their noses in front. Lots of shaking hands from Tassie players out there. There'll be some more subs, and I think they may have been holding their best till last. We'll see who comes out and starts in this third session for Tassie after the break. No, Smith's got to get out of there. He's not doing a good enough job. And they take the ball over the 5-metre line. Victoria now driving close. Kim this time, can't quite get there. Who's going to take it now? Ward at the back? No, we go to the left. Looks like being held up. Can he get to ground? Just short of the line. Look to drive over, again repelled. So good defence from Tassie. But this looks close. No, still a metre out. Kim this time. Driven back. Oh, not held though, and he tries to come around the other side. Might have had it stolen too. Just going to have a discussion. I think maybe go and check with the assistant on that one. I think the ball's hit the deck and maybe Kim's put it down. It might have been stolen from him and not actually knocked on. It's probably the discussion here. And we're awarding the try. No, I'm not sure. Is that a try or is that a penalty? No, it's been awarded. I think that's... We'll check on the replay. I think what happened there, look, he lost control of the ball, but it was actually ripped out, and so it was not a knock-on. Ripped backwards by Tasmania, and then Kim was able to get that ball and get it down. So great start to the Vic team there. Just really piled the pressure on from the word go. Looks like Peter Layton getting some assistance or from attention from the physio as well. Maybe a shoulder. He's been busy early. A few pick and drives, a couple of good runs. He basically got his team out of the 22 in that first period. That led to them getting all the way downfield and scoring that try. And now they've come on, got one in the last couple of minutes of the first period and extra 2 there. So we'll go up to 12-0. Kick coming, big miasma of players in the midfield for Tassie. And this one comes down through the hands of Lane, I think. And now out the back. Nice wide ball. And Nandaraja's got space. He's got Cullen outside him. Hangs on with the ball in 2 hands. And Sanjay Nandaraja puts the first points on the board for the Jack Jumpers. And Tassie are back in it. It's a great ball from Penny Villa, I think, who just put that cut pass outside there. Vic Country get up early in the line out. Ball comes down. And here it is. The ball out the back to Villa. He puts a wide one out. There's a lot of space. The defence was up. Gets back really, really quickly there, Sarah Saval. But great work with the ball in 2 hands from Ananda Raja. Hit there. We're going to be penalised, I think. I've called number 30 there. To left of Fugua. Aaron Lovell loves to have a run. And loves to take 5 blokes with him. And he's run through half the Vic Country team with that. And then, I'm not sure what's happened. We've got a yellow card for a tip tackle. So Lovell, just that leg lift, I think. Yep, that's the yellow card. Thanks, Jerry. And they go the tap. Lovely want to have another go. This time he dishes out the back. Thomas there by Tassie. Wilson now, ball in two hands, looking for some help. There's no one with him. He cops one, and we're going to see another card here. Certainly Wilson's height going down, but 2 yellow cards now. You can. All right, and we are back. Stage 3 of this close hit out between Tasmania and Victoria and country rep squad. Ed Salter with the kickoff for Tassie, and it comes back into the hands of Braden Dorr. And Salter hands it off here to Jamie Walters, who hits that ball up, and Tassie on the front foot already. Lovell scored a try last time. He's through a couple of tackles already. Now they mob him, and Boyle's all over it. Yeah, he's got it. No one drives through Boyle. Crowd here, you can hear on the effects mic, not so happy about that, but Boyle was well and truly on his feet. And ball roosted down, and look, we're 30 seconds in and subs are happening already. I haven't mentioned it yet, but there's we also have a Tassie State women's team who are over in Victoria at the moment playing a couple of games. Very, very proud to hear that that they won their first match last night in a close one by about 8 points. So excellent work to the Tassie women's team, and they're playing another game against Melbourne Uni team. And I did hear, I've got no details, but I heard that the Tassie women are winning as well. So setting a great example. Nice steal there from Fiu, but he knocks that forward. And Boyle penalised, I think, there for diving on that ball. Ball kicked down by Lombard in the white headgear. Interesting to see. He's got a nice new one for post-season. Not his regular South African colours. Lombard, there he is. Hands it off to Lovell. Takes it well and true to the line. Defence holding off. Boyle can't keep his feet this time, and looks like we've got an advantage. Tuivasa for Tassie. Noble cops one over the shoulder, and the penalty advantage is there, picked up by the assistant referee. Noble drives that one forward. Lovell goes wide, finds Fiu. Boyle not getting out of the way there, just out of the way. And Lombard, he's hard to contain. Steps one way, steps the other. So well, I'll say tired, but 60 minutes in, this Vic team are going to have to compete hard, because Tassie have left their big guns for the end, and already they're causing some pressure, causing multiple penalty advantages. And they're going to come back for one of a few. Tassie 14, Vic 17. So yes, whilst talking about the women's team who travelled over to Victoria, great to hear of some success from them. Playing against some club teams over there, but 5 tries scored last night by Tassie women. Georgia Sproul scored the first one. Lots of commentary coming from outside of the van. It's always amazing how someone 70 metres away knows better than the referee who's 2 metres away, but that's okay. Tassie, another penalty. And dropped by Tuivasa. So a bit of a let off there for Victoria. Just having a look at the player coming in. Yeah, interesting. Boyle's just come around the back there. I think he believes there's no maul because nobody on his team is actually engaged in that. You can hear the crowd, I imagine you can hear, were saying they think it should have been a yellow card, but that was not cynical. He didn't think there was a maul, and maybe he was right. Couldn't tell. Certainly penalty though for coming around offside. And a nice scrum from the Blues. Go wide. More white headgear, and that ball goes way, way deep. It's going to bounce on. Will it stay in? I think it will. And it needs to be run out of there by Tassie. Finds a bit of space, but not enough. And Noble fortunately gets back. And now they're under pressure, Tasmania. And look at the counter ruck. Victoria all over it and just managed to get out of there. So Dorr gets back. Kazarine cops one around the head. And I think that there's been an assistant referee call on that one. Some foul play somewhere. Not sure. I think it might be against Victoria, possibly high contact. Yeah, Kazarine, right here, Kazarine gets the arm around the head. And that was called, but yeah. So great attacking pressure there from Victoria to get down there. Ball comes out wide now. Lovell, Michael Lovell takes the ball into contact. Salter looks to dig it out. And that's just a lack of communication there. Dorr was not intended as the recipient for that ball, and he's put his hands out. It was heading for Tuivasa. Yeah, you can just watch Tuivasa. He makes eye contact. Dorr's the little nod from Tuivasa, and then Dorr went straight to him, and Dorr jumps in the way. Two players from different clubs who 7 days ago were bashing each other around at this time of the day, or almost this time of the day in the grand final. Dorr playing for Launceston and Tuivasa for the Taroona club. So Victoria, scrum looking good. Good drive, told to use it. Goes blind. Salter needs some help from his winger to defend. And Salter taken out there, so flag goes up. Foot in touch. Ball comes back, Salter, foot in touch just as he throws it. Assistant Craig Gardner right on the spot. I was talking about try scorers from our women's game. Georgia Sproul with the first one. Nat Curtis and Mia Mason both scored 2 in that game, with Beck Sweetman converting 3 of those 5. So great win. Best of luck in that game right now. And that ball stolen by Tassie at the line out. Thomas, certainly been good pressure at the breakdown from Victoria. Tasmania needing to be quick in support. And Lombard kicks that ball, doesn't find touch. He chases it up, but gets stepped around. And now Victoria, more possession, soaking up some great time on the clock. Good field position. The chip goes through. Kazarine Ball goes dead. Close, though. Just leaves it and lets that ball go dead, and will come all the way back for a scrum. They might opt for a 22-metre dropout as an option. Not from that one. We will have a scrum. Victoria have been good in the scrum this period. Certainly driving through this Tassie team on a number of occasions. Nice view there. Jamie Walters for Tasmania. Just coming in a bit too early, Victoria. They've got to get back their 10. Michael Lovell this time goes through. Oh, manages to keep his feet as well. Hayashi on his outside there. Couldn't find him. Boyle needs to leave it alone and does so. Walters into contact. That's the 10-metre line inside Victoria's half. Lombard out the back to Noble. Puts it in two hands, gets past the first two tacklers. And now Salter dishes out. Lovell, Aaron goes wide. And ball flicked back, just held onto by Lovell. Avoids the first tackle. Well taken around the ankles by Tonkin. Walters receiving that ball again. Needs to be released. Boyle slow to get out. Does so successfully. Nondelevu taken solidly in that contact, and we're probably looking at another high contact here. No look pass out there from Tuivasa, puts Noble under pressure. Kazarine running down that wing there as a left footer, puts a right foot kick, can't quite get enough on it. And taken as a mark back there by Brodie Hoare, but we'll come back for the high contact penalty. Certainly been way too many high tackles today. Tassie competition with that lower tackle height that we've been used to it's been pretty successful. Don't generally see too many high shots going on. It's one of those things it's often hard to adjust. Line out throw, no competition, so the wobbly throw is fine. And we've got another advantage to Tasmania. Lombard this time causing some struggles for the opposition, skipping out of tackles. And Tassie looking to regain that lead. Again, these two, Tuivasa and Dorr next to each other. Not quite gelling as yet. Ball comes to Michael Lovell. Well tackled, 5 or 6 short and stolen. But again, more penalties. And everyone on the Tassie team saying, I want to do this, I want to do this, kick to touch. No, we'll have a scrum. I'm not sure who's captain out there for Tassie. Prime opportunity here for the Jack Jumpers to get that lead back. They won't want 3, they'll want 5. Victoria have looked to be quite dominant in a lot of areas, but just giving away too many penalties. Last scrum, they just engaged too early, driving too early. Look at, they've got the push on, so Salter gets it out quickly. Lombard to Noble, to Lovell, gets past the first one. Still manages to keep his feet. Support drives over. Salter, not sure what to do, so takes it into contact. Now the pick and drive. Lovell will go. Taken down. Again, so close here, Tassie. Salter has a look out wide. And Lombard gets close to the line. I think he's got it down. Nod from... So, discussion? No. Not sure what the call is. If it's a line dropout, must have gone out. To see where this ball gets put down. Hard to tell. Must have been decided that it was put down maybe just on the sideline. Dun, 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 dun. Where is it? Oh, no, he's dropped it. Great call. Great call from the assistant. Taken into touch and dropped. Well done, assistant referee, Vivi Hokinen. So we're going to see a penalty here. It must have been in front of the kicker. Kick chaser, and they're going to have another scrum. Pretty interesting that the whistle was blown there without giving any advantage to Tassie. Kazarine may have gotten out of that tackle and had support with him. But we're going to take a penalty, and whoever's captain out there calling the shots just wants scrum after scrum. Great backline opportunity here from Tasmania. Wonder if they've got a set move planned or if they'll just rely on one of their heavy hitters in the midfield to try and break through. Aaron Lovell currently playing at outside centre with Matthew Noble on his inside. Kyle Lombard at fly half. Ball bounces out. Comes across. Around the back, out wide. Hayashi can't take it. Manages to get the ball off, and the try is scored this time. See some suggested knock-on signals from the Vic Country players, but going to be tough for them. They've got this fairly fresh team playing against them, and they put together some nice phases to score another 5-pointer and to regather that lead. Nice hands. Hayashi just juggling that one. But put down untouched out there by the winger. Leone Vonna Yao Yao, and the kick goes across the face. So still close, only 2 in it. Plenty of time left for either team to put this without doubt. Tasmania 19, Victoria 17. Brody Hall with the kicking duties here in the white headgear. And the kick goes fairly deep. And Aaron Lovell takes it. The goose step that he so loves to do. And has that ball been stolen? No, they just managed to get that, Tassie. And Marika Nandavalu loses it. Just see when we check the ball. Nandavalu had his eyes on the defenders coming before he'd gathered it. You just see he looks up. Here he goes, looks up, ready to take that ball. Great defensive pressure in there by the halfback. So Wakarera Vaki has come on. Oh, he's back on now. We did have Mark Gudge in there, but Gudge is not in the halfback position now. And another nice scrum there from Victoria. Tassie keep their form though, no penalty. Now the ball goes wide, nothing's on. My Eye looks to come inside, but ball's not given. And now Daw makes the tackle. Wakareravaki. They come back this way. Fa'aso. He's caused some problems since he's come on. Now he's tackled. Gets his team inside. Tassie's 22. Ball comes out the back. My Eye got some space. Needs to be tackled. Oh, great support play. Coming around the back there. Polutelli. Big second rower doing the tough work out wide. Working really hard. He's been everywhere all day. That great support play. Tuivasa just couldn't put My Eye down here. See Tuivasa, he worked hard to get there. Just couldn't get him to ground. And the support coming around the outside. The big fella, after injuring his ankle very early on, you can see it's heavily taped, that right ankle. He's put some 5 points on the board and given his team the lead back. 10 to go. Kick's looking good. Will the wind hold it up? No, it goes over. So pushing out now to a 5-point lead. More than a penalty, which is something they'll like. Just the wind aiding that one. Probably blowing straight down the field. Salter with the kick. It's high, it's fairly shallow. I think knocked on there by Lane first. Lane saying, who, me? What are you talking about? Definitely went forward off him into the Victoria player. It's a great kick though from Salter. Really good pressure from Lane. And Victoria with this dominant scrum will again look to drive on. They'd love to get a penalty out of this. With that wind, penalty kick downfield, line out in an attacking position would be ideal. And again, look at them go. Tasmania's scrum this period has just been dominated. Now they rotate and Victoria get a penalty attempt here. Ball comes out. Wide pass. Coming out to the wing. Taka tackled. Moving infield. And we'll come back. Amazing work in the scrum there by Victoria. So dominant. To think Tassie have put on what they're calling their, I guess their first side here, but the far more weary Victoria scrum is dominating them every time. And Vonayao gets back, but can't keep that ball in play. And there is exactly what we're talking about with this breeze. What was a scrum in a defensive position is now a line out less than 10 metres out in attack. Excellent structures from Victoria. They've got the lead, 5 points up. Field position will keep them in this game. Plenty of field position. Keep the ball down in that corner. It's very hard for Tassie to come out of there. And there could even be more points in this. Lane gets it, taps it back to Salter. Michael Lovell puts it on the boot. It's not going to go out. Sits up. No one's chasing though, because Lovell had to put them on side. And now they look around the outside here. Good tackle by Hayashi. Mauava goes through. Finds Wakareravaki. And Victoria tails up, driving forward. Take the ball slowly. Oh, and he's dropped it. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Politele can't believe his luck and then can't believe he's dropped the ball. Keep that camera on him. That'll be something for him to remember down the track. He's well offside there, standing at the side of that ruck. Would have scored. Now we've got Tuela Tafuga there, I think, having a bit of attention. Don't know why there's a kicking tee there next to him. Just ankle. Politele had no right to be standing there on the side of that ruck. So soaking up a bit more time, giving everyone a bit of a breather. Tassie, sure what we're expecting to happen here. There was the knock on, I guess. We'll potentially have a scrum. I think Victoria will be loving to have a scrum in this situation, with such dominance over this particular team. Tassie might be looking for some subs, I'd have thought. Need something different in your scrum to hold on and get the ball out of here with less than 10 to go. There it is. Just push them and push them and push them and finally earned the penalty. You can see Boyle on the side there asking for it. Good pressure in the end in defence out here. It was Dorr who made this tackle. Dorr and Lovell. So they came back, but again, soaking up a lot of the clock here for essentially someone to stay on the field. It's a lot of time taken. And maybe we even have called that a penalty for offside. And Tassie go the quick tap. Lovell. There he is. That's goose step again. Shrugs through the first one. Can't make it through the next one, though. They've got to let him go. Good attempt in there by Navue. Tassie have got to make sure they get there in support. Walters, can he hold them up? He can just. Salter looks around. Off the legs. Lovell shrugs off three. And the pressure of the breakdown here. Salter leaves it behind. Lucky to get away with it here as well. Leighton had a few goes at this. Well, not so. He gets the first one. He's all right. He's not supporting his weight with his hand on the ball. But they drive and secure the ball, and then Salter leaves it behind. Politele coming from the field, being subbed off. And another great scrum opportunity here for the Vic team. All in, and they get that drive on again. Not quite as dominant as the last one, but we'll see that rotate, and they're going to win it. Oh, right. Unfortunate there. I think they had that drive on. Tassie keeping it square. And number 5 in there being penalised. Wilson for going off his feet. Pretty harsh. That scrum had already rotated, I felt there. That there'd been enough dominance from Victoria to earn that penalty. So a sub from Tassie. TJ Peters coming onto the wing, and Tassie lose that ball in the line out. Ruck happens, and the hit up. Walters, he's worked really hard, Jamie Walters. been on this whole period. He even might have played some of the previous one as well. Big engine from the big fella. And they go to Hoare. He looks to kick, decides I might get out of here, and makes it past a couple of tacklers. But doesn't really make any metres. They go again, halfback this time with the big kick. Hayashi right underneath it. Looks for some room, looks for some space, looks to kick. Taken by Hoare. Probably 5 minutes left to go. Vic Country, 5-point leaders. And Michael Lovell for Tasmania is down holding his knee in midfield. We'll probably see him as this ball comes across. Pass comes out. There he is there. Hoare puts the ball down. Peters, Hayashi. Not sure who wants it. Peters, he's fast, he's wise, he's wily. He's tackled. Salter manages to get that after the counter ruckers all flop over. Didn't prevent him from getting the ball though. Now the knock on. Oh, knock on off Victoria first. Michael Lovell down there in back play. So we're now at that final few minutes of the game where it's chaos. Any team could still win it. Victoria with the lead, but Tassie with the scrum. And we'll have a bit of a break while Physio attends to Lovell. I think he's going to leave the pitch. So not sure who will replace him. Last chance most likely here for Tassie. Under this dominant Victorian scrum, they're going to have to get this ball to the back quickly and get it out and find a hero. Who's it going to be? We've got split backs for Tasmania. Which way will they go? Ball's at the back. Comes out though. So scrum penalty. Quite see what it was for. We're saying hands in there. I'm not sure. Seow seemed to get that ball out as he picked it up, but maybe someone else. And they're going to take a shot. Soak up some of that clock. Got the wind to support. Right, here we go. 3 points here will seal the game for Victoria. Make it 8 points, and there'll be no way Tassie can come back from that with not a lot of time left on the clock. We're showing 32 minutes. It's a 30-minute period, but there have been a couple of fairly long breaks in play. 45-metre kick, almost right in front. Wind assisted, though. The wind's died down a bit. Certainly got the carry. And it's over. 27-19. And looks like that's it as well. So game is up. Victoria with a 8-point win. Nobody knows. Now they work it out. Took me a little while as well. Tired players out there. That's not an 80-minute rugby game. That's a 90-minute rugby game, even though it was in 3 sessions. So great work to the Victorian team who came down. 25-player squad. Tassie probably pushed more than 30 and saved their big guns till the end and were able to snatch the lead a couple of times. But great work from the Vic Country team. Great work in this friendly rep game. And congratulations to everyone involved. Thanks for watching out there in rugby land. Hope you enjoyed our stream. If you want to take a look at rugby in Tasmania, there's more on this channel. Our grand finals from last week are all available. Good luck to our women who are still competing in this match right now. Hopefully they can get up over that Melbourne Uni team. But great day of rugby out here. How good's representative rugby? Thanks, everyone. I'll leave you there. Okay, good contest. Ball's in. Good drive from Victoria, but the ball's out and good. Narco goes wide to Via. And manages to get the ball away. Latimer with a forward pass, I think. So good ball movement out there from Tasmania. Line out throw. Again misses. Knocked on by Smith this time at the back. And we'll go to another scrum. See. It's good, not a bad throw to keep that straight. Just a little bit too high at the back for Boyle, sorry, and Smith for Tassie could not get both hands onto it. Knocks it on, comes in, and struggling to get it out though. Here it comes. Ball comes out. Narco to Ragu, goes around the back. Little chip through. Grant, is it going to sit for him? Not quite, and in the end. Sock it out. And Tassie want Hamish Grant to throw a quick line out, but doesn't. Just needed that ball. So Cullen, just not enough support with him. And now Leighton runs it out of that defensive 22. And the ball's kicked deep. And it's going to bounce on. It might even go out. No, it's going to stay. And put down there by Vichakal. And we'll have a line drop out. So that's that. That's the advantage of that wind there. Tackle on the 5 metre. Victoria go blind, and the flag is up. So looking good, but player taken into touch, and there's a penalty further in. They look for a quick tap. Tassie might have been back 10, must have been. Just. Now they look to go wide. Big cutout pass. Grant gets stepped, looks to get under, and at last, a great try there to Victoria. Nico Tucker goes over, and the advantage of that wind getting Victoria out of their deep defensive end, where Tasmania insisted on multiple scrums instead of looking for lineouts to put pressure on, has turned into a 5-pointer. Turned over. No, Smith's got to get out of there. He's not doing a good enough job. And they take the ball over the 5 metre line. Victoria now driving close. Kim this time can't quite get there. Who's going to take it now? Ward at the back? No, we go to the left. It's like being held up. Can he get to ground? Just short of the line. Look to drive over. Again repelled. So good defence from Tassie. But this looks close. No, still a metre out. Kim this time. Driven back. Oh, not held though, and he tries to come around the other side. Might have had it stolen too. Just going to have a discussion. I think maybe go and check with the assistant on that one. I think the ball's hit the deck and maybe Kim's put it down. It might have been stolen from him and not actually knocked on. It's probably the discussion here. And we're awarding the try. No, I'm not sure. Is that a try or is that a penalty? No, it's been awarded. I think that's... We'll check on the replay. I think what happened there, look, he lost control of the ball, but it was actually ripped out, and so it was not a knock-on. Ripped backwards by Tasmania, and then Kim was able to get that ball and get it down. So great start to the Vic team there. just really piled the pressure on from the word go. Looks like Peter Leighton getting some assistance or from attention from the physio as well. Maybe a shoulder. He's been busy early. A few pick and drives, a couple of good runs. He basically got his team out of the 22 in that first period that led to them getting all the way downfield and scoring that try. And now they've come on, got one in the last couple of minutes of the first period and extra 2 there. So we'll go up to 12-0. Kick coming. Big miasma of players in the midfield for Tassie. And this one comes down through the hands of Lane, I think. And now out the back. Nice wide ball. And Nandaraja's got space. He's got Cullen outside him. Hangs on with the ball in 2 hands. And Sanjay Nandaraja puts the first points on the board for the Jack Jumpers. And Tassie are back in it. It's a great ball from Penny Villa, I think, who just put that cut pass outside there. Vic Country get up early in the line out. Ball comes down. And here it is, the ball out the back to Villa. He puts a wide one out. There's a lot of space. The defence was up. Gets back really, really quickly there, Sarah Saval. But great work with the ball in 2 hands from Ananda Raja. Hit there. We're going to be penalised, I think. I've called number 30 there. Tell left of Fugua. Aaron Lovell loves to have a run and loves to take 5 blokes with him. And he's run through half the Vic Country team with that. And then I'm not sure what's happened. We've got a yellow card for a tip tackle. So Lovell, just that leg lift, I think. Yep, that's the yellow card. Thanks, Jerry. And they go the tap. Lovell, who want to have another go. This time he dishes out the back. Thomas there by Tassie. Wilson now, ball in 2 hands, looking for some help. There's no one with him. He cops one. And we're going to see another card here. Certainly Wilson's height going down, but 2 yellow cards now. You can see just there, Wilson's height definitely dropped, but the initial contact, it's a swinging arm over his shoulder. He certainly was down low, but the contact, there was no need for that contact to be high. He had every chance to make that a legal tackle. A knock on at the bottom though. Penny Villa, can I take a quick tap? No, it's a scrum. Watch the footwork here from the big fella. Slips through. And we'll have a sub. So with the scrum here, who do Vic Country are going to have scrum for Tasmania? And they go blind. Lovell. He's got someone outside him. Nice Radabua, but nah, 2 ball in 2 hands. Steps one way, steps the other. Signals to the bench. And he'll have a bit of a word with Gudge, who jumps on him after he scored it. But Aaron Lovell, all too easy. We see this from him week in, week out. And he can step. He's got the dummy, carries that ball in 2 hands and goes over relatively untouched to draw Tassie equal with the kick from in front. Here is ball in 2 hands. Steps off his right. Little shimmy one way, steps the other. Here comes the victory signal. And bit of a cheap shot there. Nothing really in it from Gudge, but Lovell has a bit of a laugh. Got to make him earn it. And score goes. Now Tassie in the lead. 14-12. Tough going out there for Victoria. They've done all right to get out of there. Line out throw, 1 by Boyle. And they come out the back. Mai dishes it out wide, finds Sarisaval, and he slips through, and he's in. Just got to put it down. And he does. And Vic Country hit back quickly. They'll be happy with that while they're short. Maybe they're back to 15. Maybe they've got 14 out there. Can't see anybody on the naughty chair. No. Not sure what the call is. If it's a line dropout, must have gone out. To see where this ball gets put down. Hard to tell. Must have been decided that it was put down maybe just on the sideline. Dun, 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 dun. Where is it? Oh, no, he's dropped it. Great call. Great call from the assistant. Taken into touch and dropped. Aaron Lovell currently playing at outside centre with Matthew Noble on his inside. Kyle Lombard at fly half. Ball bounces out. Comes across. Around the back, out wide. Hayashi can't take it. Manages to get the ball off, and the try is scored this time. See some suggested knock-on signals from the Vic Country players, but going to be tough for them. They've got this Fa'aso. He's caused some problems since he's come on. Now he's tackled. Gets his team inside. Tassie's 22. Ball comes out the back. My eye got some space. Needs to be tackled. Oh, great support play. Coming around the back there. Polutelli. Big second rower doing the tough work out. So pushing out now to a 5-point lead. More than a penalty, which is something they'll like. Just the wind aiding that one. Probably blowing straight down the field. Sultan would be ideal. And again, look at them go. Tasmania's scrum this period has just been dominated. Now they rotate and Victoria get a penalty attempt here. Ball comes out. Wide pass. Coming out to the wing. Taka tackled. Moving infield. And we'll come back. Amazing work. And Victoria tails up, driving forward. Take the ball slowly. Oh, and he's dropped it. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Polutelli can't believe his luck and then can't believe he's dropped the ball. Going to be, we've got split backs for Tasmania. Which way will they go? Ball's at the back. Comes out though. Make it 8 points, and there'll be no way Tassie can come back from that with not a lot of time left on the clock. We're showing 32 minutes. It's a 30-minute period, but there have been a couple of fairly long breaks in play. 45-metre kick, almost right in front. Wind assisted, though the wind's died down a bit. Certainly got the carry. And it's over. 27-19. And looks like that's it as well. So game is up. Victoria with a 8-point win. Nobody knows. Now they work it out. Took me a little while as well. Tired players out there. That's not an 80-minute rugby game. That's a 90-minute rugby game, even though it was in 3 sessions. So great work to the Victorian team who came down. 25-player squad. Tassie probably pushed more than 30 and saved their big guns till the end and were able to snatch the lead a couple of times. But great work from the Vic Country.